My friends are degenerates.
Welcome to the 100th episode. Wow, how far we are. How are you all going, everyone out there? Our loyal studio audience here. Going absolutely wild. 300 crazy shows. Do we not?
Welcome back to episode 100, Reese.
Oh, hi.
How are you?
Ups and downs.
Yeah, well, at least you're doing better than Steve. He couldn't even make it to episode 100.
Well, after episode 99.
Yeah, after episode 99, he's in hiding.
It's probably for the best. That
Like we talk a lot of shit on this show. We get a little silly. We have a little laughs, but there's some lines that you just can't cross. And unfortunately, Steve just crossed that line, and that's why we're very sad to say.
Like the Russian army into Crimea, he just crossed it.
He just crossed the line. He fucked around and found out, and now that's why we would love to have our friend Steve on here for episode 100.
Steve, if you're out there,
but
you're listening
episode
to us
101.
right now.
Episode 101.
Yeah, we want you back. We want you back. So I hear you've had some good news today. We are drinking some lovely, delicious beers.
Oh, yeah.
Because you got some good news today regarding your new job.
Yeah, I'm getting a job at an asbestos mine.
An asbestos mine.
Hell yeah, dude. I don't even know they made asbestos anymore, but it's your boy.
It's still there. Well, you have PPE though, right?
Like yeah, the foreman made it clear that optional PPE is provided.
Optional PPE.
So if I feel like wearing PPE to protect myself down the asbestos mine, I can.
Yeah.
But so it gets pretty, wearing
wearing it all the time.
All the time.
Is just so much.
Jesus Christ,
man.
man.
Once or twice you could just let loose and just let the filtration system turn off for a bit,
No, asbestos is nice. I like the taste of it.
It's good
shit.
Rail it. You gotta rail that.
Yeah, you gotta rail. Yeah, you've never been high until you had an asbestos high.
Well, yeah. So that's good though. You're getting paid more and everything.
Yeah, dude. I've been working at the asbestos mine a full 3 months now, which makes me a senior employee. So for some reason people don't stick around for that long. So I'm actually one of the longest lasting employees over at Mount Asbestos.
Mount Asbestos.
Yeah, Mount Asbestos. Clean it with Domestos.
Well, that's good. Well, I'm glad though. So yeah, you're getting a promotion now, basically.
Yeah, but
the
the sad thing is that I've had to train the next generation of asbestos miners.
Sending them off to their fates.
Yeah, and let me just say, Reese, it takes a special sort of stupid to apply for a job at the asbestos mine. My trainees aren't the brightest about the bunch.
Except for yourself, of course.
No, I'm very smart.
Yeah,
but everyone
that's
else
why you're
except
the
me.
one in charge at the moment.
That's why I'm the one. That's why I'm running this circus. You see.
Well,
but it's actually not all it's cracked up to be.
Yeah.
Because when before I was training, I was just sitting in the asbestos machine by myself.
Yeah.
Just minding my own business.
Doing some lines.
Yeah, doing some lines. Having a wank. Whatever you do down at the asbestos mine. But
you
now
need to be careful when you wank off with the asbestos. Nah. Doesn't it irritate things a little?
Oh, that's why it makes it sexy.
Extra grip.
Extra grip.
The one thing I want when I'm wanking off is extra grip. That's why I always wank off with a glove made of bicycle tape,
Yeah, well, you see, if you use a glove made of asbestos, you can wank really, really fast.
Strips it off.
But instead of sitting in the asbestos machine by myself for 12 hours at a time, where I can mind my own goddamn business.
Own goddamn business.
Goddamn business.
Yeah. Hang on. Yeah, it's goddamn business.
My own goddamn business.
Goddamn business.
I have to train the next generation of asbestos miners, and sitting in the back of my machine. It's like barely big enough for one person. Now there's a second person crammed in there.
Yeah.
And these trainees, they don't.
You can't wank off with the trainees there.
They're just too ugly. Turn me off. But so I've spent 5 days in a row dealing with these trainees, one-on-one, 12 hours per day.
Oh, we hate that. We hate that over here.
Like they're nice guys, they're chill, but 12 hours a day with anyone in such a small environment's gonna it's gonna grate.
It's why we only ever talk when we're on air.
Yeah, we actually don't hang out off air. This is
we
the
don't.
Only time.
Yeah, and we try and have conversations, but then we're like, oh, we've got to save it for the pod.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, my trainees are actually conspiracy guys.
They're conspiracy guys.
Yeah, they're conspiracy guys.
Oh. It's conspiracy guys,
Conspiracy
you say.
guys. So I've actually over the week I spent with them, 12 hours per day, I got to hear a lot of conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
So I thought it would be a good idea to I don't know, list them off, and then we can rank them in a tier list.
Tier list of conspiracy theories of
So-
your mates.
Yeah, of my mates.
Your
yeah,
mates.
they're conspiracy theories I've been told this past week while training the next generation of asbestos miners.
And do you believe that they fully believe them?
I think no, they are fully on board. They are
Oh.
100% on board with these conspiracy theories. So we got some spooky conspiracy theories.
Spooky.
So the first conspiracy theory. The pyramids.
Yeah.
How do you explain that?
Well, they built them, didn't they?
Well, that's the conspiracy, you see. They just says like, yeah,
That they
the
built
pyramids.
them as a conspiracy.
How do you explain it? Explain that, Reese.
Well, they built them.
They built them.
I did.
Yeah,
They-
explain it.
How do you mean?
So this is honestly one of
question?
the. So we're ranking these
What's to
conspiracy theories. This
explain?
is honestly one of the worst. This
This is not even a theory. This is just
It's just
yeah.
yeah.
It's like being like, oh, sheep. How about them? Hey?
How explain that?
Explain it.
Explain it.
How? Like, yeah. It's just okay. That's not a theory. That is D. I'll put that in D.
D. Yeah. It was. I put it in F.
F.
F is in like get the fuck out of my truck.
Yeah. All right.
So
F
I
tier.
actually this one pisses me off actually because people be like, oh, the pyramids. How do you explain that? It's like, bro, it's just it's a pile of rocks.
Well,
It's not.
they're
It's
well
not
put
rocket
together
science.
rocks. Rocket science.
Rocket science. It's just put
It-
a
it- I
pile
mean,
of
it
rocks
is
together,
rock
and they're like, "Oh my
science,
god,
though.
how did any?" Because people these days are so lazy, no one can even think about putting one rock on top of another rock. I mean, like, just do it one at a time, mate. Like, what people fail to realize is people back in the day when the pyramids happened, they had no TV, they had no TikTok,
Yeah.
they had no social media.
They weren't listening to fucking podcasts.
No,
they were
they
out
were
there
like, "Oh
stacking
shit,
some
I'm
rocks.
bored. I don't know. I guess I come stack one rock on top of another, see how high we can get it."
Yeah, yeah, and like we'll do it for the guy who says that he is like God, because why not? We've got conspiracy number 2.
Conspiracy number 2.
So that's what is our ranking system here? So we got the
Okay,
tier
so
list,
at the top, it's like that actually happened. That's
Okay.
A tier.
A tier is actually
B tier is plausible.
Mm.
C tier is it's entirely possible, as in like it could happen, but you know I'll believe it when I see it type
yeah,
thing.
Yeah.
Then D tier is that never happened, bro. And F tier is get the fuck out of my truck. I will turn this truck around unless
I
you
will
shut the
turn this
fuck
truck
up.
around. All right, cool. Fair
Yeah.
enough. I think I got the general idea. Is that I don't think I'd turn the truck around for the pyramids explain them.
Bruh. Just
mean,
it's not even a
I would
theory.
just be
it's
like,
just explain
I would
them,
just
bruh.
nod and go, yeah, and then I would just change the topic.
Yeah.
Like it's there's so little substance there. It's more of
Yeah.
a general statement than anything.
Okay, so
What's the next one then?
so you know how we live in the Matrix. You know
Yeah.
about that, right?
Oh, we live in the Matrix.
You know how we live in the Matrix,
This
and
is some Andrew Tate shit again.
yeah, some Andrew Tate
Oh,
shit.
where's Steven where you need him?
Yeah, but the thing about that is, there's always a higher up, and even the higher ups have a higher up, and the higher ups have a higher up. But you know
Okay.
who is at the top?
God?
No, the stonemasons, obviously.
Oh.
Yeah, like those guys, apparently.
Oh.
So yeah, stonemasons. Yeah, you reckon?
I mean, I've been to their charity shops. I've been to their op shops.
Have you been to like the actual stonemason meeting thing?
No, but I went to their op shops. They run.
Oh, yeah.
There's a stonemason ran op shop on Albany Highway.
That's pretty cool. Do they have any cool stuff there?
It's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They seem like normal guys, or are they lizards?
they seem like normal dudes. It's just, isn't it just like a big boys' clubhouse? Like they're just.
Yeah, I
kind of-
reckon it's like so It's like so like
Yeah.
like vanilla. Like there's nothing going on there.
Yeah.
This is what pisses me off about this sort of conspiracy theories. It's like these people are like they're like so close to the truth, and then at the last second they take a complete wrong turn.
Yeah.
It's like yes, there is a higher up, and the higher up does have a higher up, and all that is true. And who's at the top? Like billionaires, obviously.
Yeah,
Obviously.
billionaires.
I mean, but like people don't want to believe that, Therese. They don't want to believe that it's like because then they'd have to do something about it. If you could identify the enemy at the top that you actually have to do something about, like, oh shit, I gotta do something
That's
about
right.
it.
I've never seen people like properly radicalized against the stonemasons.
Because it's a fairy tale. Because
they
that's why.
They are a thing, but they're not. They don't have any power.
No, of course.
But you never
not.
hear about people like. Is there like a case of people just going like crazy and bombing like stonemasons' tree houses?
I don't think so. I've never heard anything like that, and that sounds like the sort of thing you would hear about.
Yeah.
Like what gets me about this is like
So they don't
people go
truly
on about
believe in it, do they?
yeah, that we'll get into that. Like I do think that you're onto something there. Like they just want like. They want the idea of believing in things, but without actually, because if you actually
Without
believe
actually
in
thinking about anything that has any political like bearing or
because like I mean,
thing.
like when they're out here explaining the Andrew Tate matrix to me, it's like this is Marxism. Like you're explaining Marxism to me, but then at the very end, you just throw it all against the wall.
Yeah, we do not like that. Oh well.
Like what's with the, like, you know, these higher ups and higher ups and higher ups. It's like it's like not a conspiracy because these people are like so rich and like you know exactly who these people are. Like you can look them up, their names are known, and also they don't need to lie about what they're doing. They just tell you what they're doing, and then they do it.
What are you gonna do about it? Kind of.
Because you know, like what was it like the New World the New World Order, which is actually a real thing, but like the economic thing where they're like, oh, you will own nothing and be happy, like that one. Yeah. Like they published that on Google. I mean, you can read that. Like, I mean, they don't have to hide it.
And then the full like concept is just like everything being driven towards like subscription based services.
Yeah, the Great Reset, all that.
Yeah, well, it's not even. I think the idea of subscription based services is just a way to get more money out of a product.
Oh yeah.
Like it's not actually. It's just that they met up and we're thinking about, oh fuck, we like thought of this new way to get even more money out of the lower, even more money out of them.
That's the problem with the world race. There's not enough money.
And then they were like, well, let's disguise it as a big sort of like initiative in order to like make financial like make like ecological decisions and save the world and everything. But no, it's just an excuse for them to pitch subscription services to us.
Yeah. And you're right, Reese. And this is what I just wish I could bash into these trainees' heads. That it's like, you're so close to like identifying the real problem here. So why does it have to be about the stonemasons when we get to the end of the thread? Like, why can't it just be the rich guys on TV that everybody already knows own everything?
Yeah, like I think the best a stonemason could do is maybe get like a discount at a used car dealership.
Yes, maybe
something like they do some secret handshake thing. And they just happen to meet another stonemason. He's like, oh yeah, I won't rip this guy off. As much as I rip everyone else off.
Yeah.
Because he's part of my like club that my dad took me to. You know?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
So where are we putting this one on the list? So I guess we put pyramids in D. As in like D as in
I
shut
thought
the fuck up, bro.
Yeah, okay, D. We'll
because
go
D
for
is it's not offensive. It's just like, come on, get a real conspiracy.
This is a conspiracy that has legs.
This one.
It's got like a it's not creative. But it is definitely like it is a conspiracy.
Well,
I'd say it's very C tier.
I think this is F tier, and the reason why is because I think this one's actually damaging. Like a lot of the other ones are funny, but this one's like because like I think the whole stonemasons thing is actually a psyop to make people mad about something that's completely nonsense and bullshit, rather than actually being mad at like the material
I don't think
conditions.
enough people are really mad at the stonemasons. I don't think many people even know who they are. It's just like total tweakers who found out about, oh my god, there's a society, you can only get in it if your dad is like in it, and then you like
if your
learn
dad
a secret,
sucks your balls.
Yeah, and then you get like a sort of secret
if my
handshake.
dad sucks my balls on camera, can I be a stonemason?
Yeah, and they're just tweaks who just find that out. And then our next minute, just like telling everyone, "No, did you know there's a secret society?" I was like, yes, we know there's secret society. They're called like billionaires.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's I think they just discover like the existence of secret societies one night on like a Google binge, and then just went a bit insane.
Yeah.
They peered beyond the veil, and it scared them too much and broke their mind.
So one of the guys at work, he showed me this TikTok. He's like, "Oh yeah, I got proof," and he like. It's this TikTok. It's like a slideshow. Like, why are they always slideshows? These sorts of conspiracy things. It's a slideshow of just like.
Aren't we like a slideshow on TikTok in ways though?
Yeah, but we're funny.
Oh, okay, fair.
This one was depressing. It was just like a slideshow of sort of like dead babies with like a voice over the top being like, Like, oh, the stonemasons are responsible for every mass murdering since 1962. The stonemasons control 58% of the
Everyone?
world's capital. And he's like, this is proof, see? And it's like, this isn't proof. This is a
This is a
slideshow.
PowerPoint presentation.
Yeah. You just made this up, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so...
I could make a slideshow. I'll be like, 58% of the world's uranium comes right out of my asshole. I go around shitting on third world countries to make them into radioactive superhuman beings. And you can't prove me wrong.
Your asshole being responsible for every mass murder since 1962.
Explain that, Reese.
Explain it.
Explain it.
All right, well, I think
That's my reason to put it in F tier, because I think it's actually, like, you're so close.
Yeah, it is misdirecting.
Yeah, misdirecting.
The anger of the proles.
Yes, that's it.
It's misdirecting the anger of the proles.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. And yeah, that is a damaging thing. Okay, that is definitely F tier then. So I do think that we're definitely getting something with like legs now as like conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
Like, we've got some wacky ones, surely. Like,
Yeah.
some
Okay,
really
what
out
we
there
want?
ones.
Okay, there's. I'll give you some. I don't know if they got legs, but okay, here's an interesting one. So ocean's real deep,
Yeah.
Like, we don't even know what's under there. Like only like
Billionaires.
1% of the. Oh yeah, dead
The
billionaires.
1% of the 1%.
Yeah, 1% of the 1%. It's dead billionaires. Thank God. And oh yeah, this is while we're on that topic. Yeah, the dead billionaires was a psyop to distract people from the real news.
Is the real news?
The real news.
What's the real news?
Yeah, that's the thing. He didn't know.
You didn't know.
No, I was like, oh, what is the real news? And he's like, what's it distracting from? I don't know. It just is.
Well, you made me
You
press
wouldn't
the
know
news
because you're
button
distracted,
and everything.
obviously.
And there's no real news.
I don't know, man. That one's quite silly.
That is quite silly. I
won't give it an
can't-
F tier because it's just like okay, bro.
That's kind of like it's like a sensible chuckle of. I'll give that a B. Maybe
Yeah.
it's like it's got.
I'll give it a
It's
D.
like a little nugget of a conspiracy. And
Well,
it's like,
yeah.
ha, ha, ha.
Yeah.
news.
The news. The real. It's the real,
real
news. Yeah,
news.
not that
Yeah,
news.
the real
but
news.
This is the real news.
And
other
you heard
news.
it here first in this cabin
But yeah,
in the asbestos mine.
So ocean's real deep, man.
Ocean's real deep.
Yeah. So what if there was like when the world flooded?
Oh, when?
Like when Noah's Ark happened, the world flooded.
Oh, that one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's in that documentary called The Bible.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard of it.
Yeah. So after
Is
that
it on
happened,
Netflix?
apparently, what if there was like a lost tribe of human beings that like
Oh.
evolved separately and they evolved underneath the ocean? Because
Oh.
like technology was actually really advanced
Like the
back then.
Aquaman.
Yeah, like the Aquaman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be kind of cool. Do they
pretty
all
cool.
look like the Aquaman?
Apparently that's mermaids. So like
Oh.
mermaids, like when people say they see mermaids, they're actually seeing the Aquaman.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's this underwater race and they live in like a city.
I guess they do. I don't think much was explained. That it just
Does
underwater.
the city
race of
have a
people.
name? That this underwater city
Not
full
Atlantis.
of like.
That's a different conspiracy theory. We'll get to
Oh,
that.
okay.
Yeah,
I was
that's
just trying. I wasn't wanting to lead you, like present any leading
Atlantis is a
questions.
different conspiracy
Atlantis
theory.
is a different one. Okay,
Yeah.
so this is another group, the Aquaman.
The Aquaman, yeah. So I give this one a C because it's like it's like it's entirely possible. There is a lot of shit down there in the ocean.
Oh,
I'm not going to rule it out.
I mean, okay, yeah. There's
Yeah.
probably. I'm sure they all died when it flooded.
Well, I think
But-
that's the thing. It's like they had like
I don't think
advanced
they
technology.
evolved.
They had advanced technology, so they were able to live underwater. And as they spent more and more time underwater, like their bodies adapted.
Do you want to hear my cooked theory?
Yeah.
My cooked. I think that ancient peoples were a lot more technologically advanced than we gave them credit for. They just didn't have plastic or like anything that lasted this test of time.
Yeah, for sure.
There's
That's
no-
why I agree with you. That's why I
Yeah.
think the whole pyramids thing is ridiculous because like you're assuming those people are stupid. Like I mean,
Yeah, it's like, oh, they invented the wheel at this point. It's like, did they could have like invented it 10,000 years ago.
Yeah.
Then there'd been like a huge societal collapse or something.
Yeah.
And then
If
it's like
anything,
been reinvented
people back
or
then
shit
were
like that.
actually smarter than what we are now. Like they dug up their brains and their skulls, and the skulls are actually bigger. Because like
We're getting
yeah.
dumber. Is this another
people
one of
are
the
getting dumber.
conspiracy
Is
theories?
no, yeah. This is one of my conspiracy
Oh,
theories.
right,
No,
right.
this is one of mine. No, yeah, it's all yeah.
I'll
like,
give that one a C. It's possible, but I
well,
don't
like
think
back
so.
in like caveman days, if you like had an IQ like a double-digit IQ, you'd be dead. There's no coming back from that. Like if you can't grow your own food, build your own house, hunt animals, you know,
I mean,
get along with your tribe.
But this is the thing is like intelligence. I do not think is that on that sort of. It's difficult to measure and directly compare like that. It's just different brains are optimized for different things.
Yeah.
I would suck in a survival situation, to be honest. I would be pretty.
No, but like I think
fucked.
I think like intelligence,
But,
like the definition of is how.
But they would be
quickly our-
fucked like in our society.
No, I don't think they would actually.
Nah.
I think we have it way easier than they do back then.
Oh yeah, we do. But there's things in our society that will instantly kill you if you don't know about it.
Yeah, of course. But I mean, like, I reckon, like, if you had a caveman brought him to modern day and like gave him a month to like give him the induction. The safety induction.
Yeah.
I reckon he'd definitely be one of the, like, there would be no dumb cavemen, is what I'm saying. Like, he might not be the smartest human guy, but there definitely ain't any dumb people living back then.
I mean, assuming you don't just like blow his mind and he just like shuts down and has like a
No. Actually, he'd be based and like they'd be able to handle it. That's our generation that would shut down and have a mental breakdown. Like that, those people back then didn't do that shit. They just got on with it. If you shut down and had a mental breakdown, you dead. That's what I mean. Like these days, if you're dumb and like, if you're just a dimwit, like you get a 9-to-5 job in a factory and then watch The Big Bang Theory your whole life and you're good. But back then, like,
they do. Okay, that is probably true there, but like that doesn't necessarily mean that just because someone is,
just because someone enjoys The Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, just because someone enjoys The Big Bang Theory doesn't mean that they deserve to be eaten by a saber-toothed tiger or anything.
See, that's where I disagree. Yeah, that's where I disagree, Reese.
Fair. Well, we can hold ourselves to higher standards than those set by natural selection. Like,
yeah.
we have reached a point of technology where we can say, hey, well, it's not necessarily right that just because someone is born disabled that they have to like get eaten off by a lion.
No.
Things, and I think that's a positive thing. Like,
but actually, it seems like this whole problem's fixing itself now anyway, because like how people be on about this like collapsing birth rate and
oh yeah.
People, why are people scared? Like there's no way there should be 8 billion human beings living on this planet. If anything, this would be an improvement.
Yeah, no, I agree with that one. Like,
it's like this is my hot take for the day, for the minute. You get one hot take per minute. So like billions must die. Reese. Are we on the same
billions
page?
Must die.
Billions must die.
A rapid fire hot seat. Okay.
So wouldn't you rather they die of old age?
Yes.
Then let them die of old age.
Yes.
Not everyone.
I would be happy, if I do kind of want kids because I want to raise someone with my morals and values. I feel that would be nice.
Yeah.
But like, I would be happy if that didn't eventuate. I would be happy playing VR games and keeping fit as like an old man in a retirement home or some shit.
Damn, not me.
Well, I would
that sounds awful.
No, you could still do art projects and shit, but it wouldn't. It's not the best life for sure.
No.
I don't want that, but like, I wouldn't think it too terrible if I was like, I've got like video games and shit. I'm maybe like a soul, like a sad.
It depends.
Lonely
Like, I mean,
old man,
if it would leave you feeling personally unfulfilled, then it would be awful. But if you're the sort of person, and there's like lots of people out like that who like they literally just don't want kids, and it's like then for them, like if you don't want kids, don't have them because you're gonna fuck those kids up.
Yeah. Oh no, exactly. I fully agree with that.
This is a good thing, and I think it's like
thing.
I think it's like it's sort of a natural thing in any sort of like animal's brain. If you see like an overpopulation thing, you just don't want to have kids, right?
Because you're just like, fuck this bullshit.
Yeah. It's like if you imagine if you're like these like in China, right, where they have like these tiny apartments in Japan.
Yeah.
They have these tiny apartments.
Yeah.
And like people are working 12-hour days and still barely have enough money to get by. If you're one of those people, you'd be like, why the fuck would I bring a child into this environment?
It's like I wouldn't want to be born into this
Yeah,
situation.
no, fuck
so
that.
why would I bore someone else into this situation?
Yeah.
And that's fair enough.
But there's like so many people on like the Elon Musk types on the internet that like, no, we gotta do something about it. We gotta get people to fuck and have more babies.
Are Elon Musk types all about that?
Yeah, they are, man. Elon Musk types are all about like repopulating the planet.
Oh, that's because they're all virgins, though.
Elon Musk is not a virgin. He
I
has
know
like 20
Elon Musk
kids.
isn't. He certainly ain't. No one
There's
that
one thing
rich
he's
is a
actually
virgin
good
if they
at is
don't want to
fucking.
be. Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah, I mean, I don't doubt that. I mean, fair game to him. But his followers, though, his fans,
Yeah, they're all
the
virgins.
types, they're all virgins. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I just don't, like. Why do people got to worry about what other people do with their lives? You know, like just let them do them. Like, I mean, if you want to have kids, then do that. If you don't want to have kids, then don't do that. But why is like it's on the other side as well? People are like, no, you shouldn't have kids because it's bad for the environment. It's like my brother in Christ. Like,
yeah, it's a bit silly. But I mean, yeah, well, reproductive rights is something that is always been seen as like a sacred thing to uphold and by our society. And I think that's when, you know, I guess you'd say fascism, one of the hallmarks of it was like, you know, controlling of reproductive rights and sterilization. That is something that is so like abhorrent.
Yeah. Well, it seems like they're trying to do the opposite right now. That's like, yeah, because they want more babies for the meat factory in Ukraine, you know?
Yeah.
They need to send more bodies to Ukraine.
Yeah, for the meat factory and like, well, here's a conspiracy theory for rapid fire conspiracy.
Yeah.
1 minute hot seats.
Yeah.
So, okay. So, Roe v. Wade, right?
Oh, yeah?
So, do you think that is all part of the conspiracy
so
to
I reckon,
repopulate the planet?
I reckon, like, if the water is probably bigger than chest high, it's better to row. But if it's down to your knees, you're better off wading. So that's my answer to the Roe v. Wade debate.
No. I don't mean about the debate itself, like abortion or whatnot. I don't care about your stance there. But do you think that maybe the reason why there's so much anti-abortion is because the billionaires need more meat for the meat factories?
100%. They need more babies for the adrenochrome factories.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of what the Catholic Church started with.
Yeah,
like,
you got like
they
you got these
started
weird
that
these weird cult conservative Christians standing outside Planned Parenthood going, "Give us the babies," and then they take the babies underground and they crack the babies open and they sip the babies' inner spinal fluids, and that's why they can't have abortions. Actually, I got my conspiracy theories backwards.
This is an A tier one, I think, because I think this actually happens.
Yeah, that actually happens. But apparently they can get the adrenochrome from aborted fetuses as well. So maybe it doesn't add up. That's what Alex Jones says. I mean, he is the expert.
I mean, he would know.
He would know.
He would know.
Yeah, he's number one adrenochrome consumer in the world. Like, he's just out here projecting. He's like, no, they're taking my adrenochrome.
I took too much.
Yeah, I took too much, and now I'm red and angry.
And now, I've turned half baby.
I've actually regressed back into a baby.
And now they want to harvest me.
Dude. Okay, so anyway, speaking of Elon Musk, another conspiracy theory. Well, it's not a conspiracy theory, but just a theory.
Is it a spooky conspiracy theory?
Not really, just that apparently Elon Musk is the best billionaire. Out of all the billionaires, they all suck except Elon Musk, who's actually a good billionaire. That's what I reckon. But he actually had a good comeback. He said, like, okay, name a billionaire who's better than Elon Musk. And I actually can't, to be honest. After a week of contemplation, I'm willing to take an L and admit that Elon Musk is probably the least worst billionaire.
Oh, no, I don't agree with that.
Can you think of a billionaire who's better than Elon Musk then?
I mean, okay, in what metric are we talking?
Just like a good human being.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
I think Bill Gates ain't that bad.
Fuck Bill Gates. Bill Gates can suck my dick. Bill Gates is one of my least favorite billionaires.
I don't know.
The whole Bill Gates is on that sterilized Africa type beat.
Is he?
Yeah, that's fucked. Yeah, Bill Gates is fucked. Also, like during COVID lockdowns, he's been buying up all like the farmland in America.
Oh yeah, I knew about that one.
To sell it back to people for like.
Yeah. Okay. Fair. So he's still up to his old predatory ways.
Oh yeah, and then trying to get everybody vaccinated. You know, doing the devil's work.
Okay. Well, let me think. What other billionaires are there? Surely must be some.
Yes, that's what I said. But then I tried to think about it.
There must be just some maybe. Oh, maybe
some
sports stars. Are there billionaire sports stars?
Like, I think you could. I don't know. It'd probably have to be like LeBron James and Michael Jordan, but Michael Jordan is like famously a dick. So.
Okay.
Also, he's the worst coach in NBA history. So.
Oh.
Yeah, best player, worst coach. Can't have it all.
Non-transferable skills.
Yeah, non-transferable. Because he just bullies all his players. He'll like have like some 19-year-old kid just out of high school, and he's like, "Nah, you suck at basketball. Why can't you be like me? I'm Michael Jordan." And so then he wonders why his team sucks.
What an absolute dick.
Yeah, what a dick.
All right, well, okay, I can't think of something.
Also, like,
but I don't
Jay-Z
know
is apparently
many.
a billionaire, but he's also a dick.
I don't know many billionaires.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know any
can't
good billionaires. I
think
know
of
plenty
any.
of shitty billionaires. Like, I don't know, Zuckerberg, he can suck my dick.
I
Actually,
think
Gina Reinhardt, Clive Palmer.
yeah, they are bad.
Yeah.
I-
J.K. Rowling.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Their
they're-
royal family.
Well, yes. But there are also loads of billionaires that are like, the hidden.
But what about
billionaires.
Donald Trump?
The hidden majority,
The
the
hidden
silent
majority
majority
of
of billionaires.
Not all
who
billionaires.
not all billionaires.
Yeah.
Who are just like, like that dude who had like that Pakistan, like Samarine dude who like died in like the Pakistan.
Nah, he was probably up to some sus shit. Didn't he like own all the food in Pakistan or
I
something?
thought he
bullshit?
owned like their telecoms or something like that.
Pakistani telecom operator.
Well, I
Hell
mean,
yeah, dude.
Yeah, there's a large population there,
Yeah.
surely.
Look, okay, no, but they have to be famous. You can't be pulling out these like deep cut billionaires.
The silent majority.
No, yeah, these have to be famous in the media. People that you'd know about billionaires.
Well, a lot of billionaires try and keep low key.
Yeah, but like they suck by default. At least Elon Musk is out here trying. His memes, they might not suck. Like, how much joy has Elon Musk brought the world because we get to laugh at him?
That's a very good point.
Also, like,
actually.
so is like Donald Trump as well. Now I think about it, I would put. I think Donald Trump is a better billionaire than Elon Musk.
Well, he certainly provided a lot more entertainment
Yeah, and
value.
also like here's a hot take from me. Like Donald Trump is like like completely harmless in that people are like he's a fascist. He's basically Hitler.
Yeah.
But man's the laziest man in the entire planet.
I reckon Donald Trump would actually be like a coolish guy on a person-to-person basis.
I don't know.
Not coolish, but like he'd be like you'd laugh at him.
You
at like a
would.
barbecue or something like
Yeah.
that. But if Elon Musk was at a barbecue, he'd just be like an insufferable jerk.
Yeah,
I
Donald
feel
Trump
he'd
would
be
be
very-
a funny, insufferable jerk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he'd be like the
Get a load of this guy.
Yeah, get a load of this guy. Yeah.
I bet he would also love it. So yeah, he'd be
Yeah.
on board. So yeah, I think that's the answer. Donald Trump is actually a better. I'll tell him next time I go back
All
to
right,
work.
we got it sorted. Well, we're knocking them out of the park then with these
Yeah.
conspiracy
All right, some more
theories.
conspiracies. So Atlantis.
Oh, okay. So now we're on Atlantis.
Yeah.
It's not the Aquaman.
It's buried under the Sahara Desert.
What?
Yeah, I know, right? Because you see, Reese, everything that used to be water used to be land, and everything that is land used to be water.
Oh, it's like when you like open up Photoshop and do like Control I and just
Yeah,
invert
yeah,
the
you just
colors.
just
That's
like
what
that.
happened.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So
Yeah.
that one's quite silly,
So-
I think.
Yeah, that's silly. Also,
Yeah.
like, where does that come from?
Well, like this is like a Graham Hancock thing, which is actually a legit. Like I would put that in legit. Whereas like yeah, the reason why we haven't found any of these like ruins of these ancient civilizations like Atlantis is because the sea levels used to be a lot lower back then, and so
Oh, that's very possible. Yeah.
yeah, well, it was true. The sea levels were lower, and all of the big cities and stuff were built on the coastline, and so when it flooded, they're all underwater.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is like
But the water and ocean don't like replace itself.
yeah, that's what I mean. But he was saying like this is also true that the Sahara used to be like a jungle,
Yeah.
and Atlantis was a city in the jungle in the middle of Sahara, and then when it became a desert, it got buried by the sand. Something along those lines.
Okay.
Yeah, which is just too
maybe,
wacky.
Sure.
Yeah,
Why-
that's what I mean.
maybe.
It's like I do believe that like the Graham Hancock stuff that like there is probably cities under the ocean right now, and they found one like off the coast of the Caribbean, which is fascinating.
Oh.
But like but yeah, like I'm sure like Atlantis was actually a real place. Maybe it wasn't called Atlantis, but it was probably a real place. I don't believe it's under the Sahara Desert. I think that's
Okay, so this is like a sort of B.
yeah,
say.
yeah.
You know, one ancient civilization that I do not think gets enough good representation
Mhm.
is just like Mesoamerican.
Oh yeah.
like- Do you see that game that came out? And it's like you play as like an Aztec warrior. It was very controversial because it's very weird controversy because it was like, oh, they're like you're playing as like an
There's
Aztec
not enough black people in this
No,
game
no.
about Mexican America.
No, it wasn't that. It was like saying that the conquistadors were the good guys because like so I'm supposed to be the hero character who sacrifices people to the sun god. I don't think I'm the real hero and everything. And they're saying that they're like conquistadors were. There's this huge argument
Yeah.
over who had the moral high ground in like conquistadors versus Aztec. But the
Damn,
thing that
man.
like really got me was like the
People really need to go
the
outside.
character design was so bad.
Yeah.
Like the characters, whenever you see like Mesoamericans sort of in like media, I guess they're always just like running around in loincloths sort of thing.
Yeah.
But in reality, they had like full-on leopard pelt onesies.
Yeah,
They just ran around like they had
drip.
they had mad drip.
Yeah, I'm sure there would be some loincloth going around. I mean, it was pretty hot and humid.
I mean, fair.
Yeah.
But like if you
I'd
were like,
loincloth it.
If
you were actually fighting in a battle, I'm sure you'd put on more than a loincloth.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seemed to it's a very it's so annoying how like the lot of ancient civilizations and so on, they don't really get given much credit.
Yeah, nah. Yeah. Especially like the Aztecs were basically like the Romans of the West. Like they had the shit going on. That's why it was so easy for the Spaniards to come conquer them, because everybody hated them. They were like, they showed up and they're like, oh, hey, we're going to conquer the Aztecs. And they're like, oh, really? Yeah, we'll join. We'll help you. So there was only like 300 Spanish people and then like a whole army of every single other person that the Aztecs ever pissed off.
Yeah. Little did they know, though, that like what the Spaniards would bring with them.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Atlantis in the jar. So we're saying like
under
a B.
Yeah,
C.
Like,
right.
I think Atlantis by itself, that's an A, because, I do believe Atlantis is legit.
Well, the
I just
idea
don't believe
of
it's
like
under
a
Sahara.
technologically advanced city that has get wiped out, there would have been, I wouldn't say there'd be exactly like, steampunk cities or anything.
This is what I'm saying with the same ones I said before, Reese. It's like, like, you're so close. Like, why do you have to why do you have to make it wacky? It was already,
I think the biggest like thing to come out of, because you also got to ask yourself, why does it really matter? Why does it really matter, like, what ancient civilizations there were and everything? If there was, like, a more technologically advanced civilization in the past, it's not like
it's
they're
a good
going
point. Because, like, I mean, like, it's like, oh, they're covering it up. But, like, you're right. But, like, to what end?
Well, maybe you could say that it matters to the extent that it reinforces, like, a narrative of linear progression, of technological progression always being forward and not accounting for the fact that there could just be, an extinction event that almost wipes us out. We regress back into the literal Stone Age and start again. And then in
I think what people say is that
time, we're like, oh, why is there this thin layer of plastic all over the Earth at this one particular point?
I think that's what people are saying. Is like the other civilization got too technologically advanced. But I don't believe that, because I mean, like,
there'd be signs
we would have
of
noticed.
There'd be signs.
If they were as technologically advanced as we are now, like, we would definitely have. There wouldn't be a guessing game.
Yeah. Oh, one thing though.
Yeah.
You could have had dinosaurs that had like medieval era technology.
Yeah.
And there would be not a trace of it.
Yeah.
Like, there's no... Oh, actually, maybe not medieval. Maybe, like... They had, like, wicker and shit.
Yeah.
But they could have, like, towns and stuff like that. And there would be no trace of it today, because the only thing that's left is, like, their bones.
Yeah.
So all that technology, I think, would just collapse and just, like, would just... There'd be no sign of it.
If, in, like, 10,000 years, the only structures that humans have built now that would be remaining would be the pyramids and Mount Rushmore.
Big old things of stone.
Yeah, but like,
Stacking
it's funny.
stone.
Like, one is like the pyramids that's been there for thousands of years. The other one is some American dudes that were made in the 50s.
Yeah,
that's wild to think about.
Yeah,
maybe it does. Maybe it does mark the end of times, right? The end of a cycle. We had the pyramids. Now we have Mount Rushmore.
a bit of history has happened after Mount Rushmore.
No, not much. Nothing to speak of. Nothing to speak of.
So do you think, skyscrapers, would they...
no, they'd crumble.
They'll crumble,
yeah. They'd crumble, they'd fall.
Yeah.
So it'll just rust and turn to dust.
Oh, what about if we acidify the rain and that'll eat away at Mount Rushmore?
I don't know. What's it made of? I think that was that they were saying. Cause like most stone structures made of limestone, like anything with concrete, would collapse, like that, like Great Wall of China and stuff.
If we acidify the rain, then we can do that for like a good 10,000 years. We can have acid rain.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think that they
Mount
took this. Maybe it's made. No, it's made of granite. It's not made of limestone, so acid wouldn't do shit. This is chemistry on the 100th episode now.
Oh, chemistry. Oh, well,
Chemistry
I mean, you do work in asbestos mine.
I
You
am an
know
asbestos
these things.
miner.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, here's another one. A race of giant human beings apparently lived.
Oh, like Nephilim.
Yeah, like, I don't know what a Nephilim is, but yeah.
Nephilim were like Bible giants.
Yeah, like 10-meter tall humans.
Yeah, that sounds a bit
lived.
Nephilimic.
Yeah. So what do you reckon? How do you rate it?
I think that's just so fucking dumb. Get the fuck out of track. Like,
I can sort of see, because I mean, like,
where did you get? There's no. You noticed them, like they noticed.
Well, they said that they
fossils.
found. Apparently, they found some bones of giant
bullshit.
human. Yeah. Apparently, they found them.
There was like
right. Like,
Homo
why would it be worth
gigantus,
covering this up?
which is
Even
like
it was
a huge,
yeah,
like primate that lived in like China that was sort of related to us, but that went extinct ages ago.
Yeah. With stuff that's like this wacky, it's like, why would anyone bother trying to cover it up? Because the people like legit, like drive themselves crazy trying to prove it. It's like,
I think that's a scary thing with conspiracy theories. Is just like, what's the conspiracy here? What is the purpose in the end to like covering up this thing?
yeah.
Like, the only purpose there could be is in some like, archaeology department. There's just two guys who really hate each other.
It should be so
And
silly.
they're just trying to like sabotage each other's work. And one's like, oh look, giants exist, and the other's like, "Gah, I can't have him taking credit for this discovery. I'm going to destroy the evidence because it doesn't really matter."
Yeah. Like, so I'll give it a C just because, like, so my reasoning is like, there was lots of giant animals back in the past, like giant emus, giant mammoths, giant rhinos. So why not giant humans?
Why not giant giants?
Why not giant giants? Just why not?
Well,
It's not hurting
yeah, but the thing
anyone.
is that there'd be giant bones around.
I don't know. They reckon they found some giant bones. That's what my trainee said.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What told him this is little PowerPoint presentations.
yeah, PowerPoint presentation on TikTok.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know if I trust that one fully. I think that's F. I'm gonna say, but we
Fair
can
enough.
split the difference. Go D if you want.
Nah, yeah, we'll give it a D. We'll
All right,
give
we've
it a D.
got D for that one.
Yeah.
All right. What do we have? Do I have any more of them?
I think that's most of them. That's most of the funny ones I can remember, at least. I think there was some. Oh yeah, like aliens. Aliens have visited Earth. What do you reckon about that?
Oh,
There are aliens
A.
among us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that one. Didn't there was like the CIA, some CIA whistleblower dude like leak.
Oh, it wasn't even a whistleblower. They just like released it in Congress. They're like, oh,
Oh.
hey guys, by the way, we talked to aliens and nobody gave a shit.
Yeah,
They're like, yeah, we know, and everyone got
yeah.
on with their lives.
So I would like them to repeat it. Maybe on the evening news. I just want them to repeat it one more time, just because I didn't
You
quite
can look it up.
I didn't quite catch it the first time they said it.
It's on YouTube.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean, it's very boring. You know what these politicians are like.
Well, can they just like have a little quick like recap on the news then? Like
Yeah.
that's something I feel the evening news should be all over. There's like live.
No, they're too
aliens
busy
and-
reporting about like dogs like skateboarding and
Oh, they don't do that. They haven't done that in a while.
yeah.
Well, I've got some breaking news myself. This is Burger King has launched the Real Cheeseburger, which doesn't feature any meat and is instead made up of 20 slices of cheese.
Yeah, that is a real cheeseburger.
That is a real cheeseburger. Do you want to see a picture of the real cheeseburger?
Yeah, what? So you say McDonald's are releasing this cheeseburger?
No, Burger King.
Burger King.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
There it is.
That's
The
disgusting.
real cheeseburger.
What?
They're only releasing it in Thailand.
Oh, of course. Well, Thailand's such a wacky country.
Oh, they're not.
They're like
just-
it's like the experimental
Yeah.
country where they try all the new things.
Well, I don't think it's like they actually think it's a product. I think it's just a marketing stunt. It's just a big old PR stunt.
Would you
They're
go
gonna
to
sell it
Thailand to buy a real cheeseburger?
I mean, we
I'd
did.
do it.
I don't know.
I'd had like one bite and I'd be like, that's disgusting. Yeah.
I mean, it'd be interesting to just experience that much Hungry Jack's cheese because I don't.
Yeah.
Unless you're actually working there, where are you going to get that many slices of cheese in one?
64 slices of American cheese.
Yeah. Oh, because we used to work in a burger van, didn't we?
Yeah.
Back in the
Yeah,
day.
I got my cheese. It was from I don't know, it was one of those Costco type places.
Oh.
Yeah,
Is it
cheese
the
was
same
actually-
ones that Hungry Jack's use?
I don't know. Like I reckon it was better. I don't know.
Oh, quality.
Yeah, it was good
Quality
quality. It
product.
was good quality crap American cheese. Yeah.
Yeah. The plastic
I'd
was
consider like
gilded.
keeping a membership for that just to get that cheese, but then
Yeah,
so
Costco, a
much.
Costco membership's good.
you have to
Like-
then you have to buy like 1,000 slices of cheese.
Yeah, well, I'm back on Tinder. If there's anyone out there who has a Costco membership,
Yeah.
super like me on Tinder. I'll take you out on a nice date, and then we can go bulk buy shopping afterwards.
So here's something I was we were discussing a little bit earlier. Is that like the concept of community service?
Oh yes,
Yeah.
community
So
service.
it's like what the judge gives you, like when your crime is being stupid. You know?
Well, I mean, I haven't been caught for that yet.
Oh, they're coming for your ears.
Oh no, the
That's
sirens.
that's what I reckon. But like, what sort of crime gets? Because like you don't get community service for like doing any real crimes.
Oh,
right?
probably like littering or some shit. or
Yeah.
like it's,
But
it's
I
some
have to say
karmic
stupid as in
punishment.
like littering in front of a cop, like just seeing a cop and then littering.
Oh, no, doing graffiti and getting caught.
Yeah.
Have you ever been tagging?
No, I haven't.
I did once.
Oh yeah, did you have fun?
I don't think I really got the point of it, because
Yeah.
like the dude I was with, I won't name her or anything. He's actually like a little bit of a Perth celebrity now, but
Oh.
yeah, but back in our early days, and yeah, I don't think I really got the point of it, because I'm a terrible drawer.
Yeah.
I can't really draw for shit, and I was very drunk, so I wasn't gonna start drawing then.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, just like draw from your heart. Just do what your heart tells you, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Just let yourself like feel it, let it flow through you, sort of thing." And I'm like, okay, well, I can't really draw, but I can let like a story flow through me. Like I'm a pretty good writer. That's sort of my strength. He's like, yeah, write a story instead. And so I wrote this story of like this pencil that had like lost its tip and therefore felt like life was pointless. And it was just like a little like sort of tiny joke, sort of like paragraph story thing. It's basically indecipherable. And then he was just looked at the end and was like, yeah. Anyway, let's go before the cops come. And then we left.
You're like,
And
right,
it
you
was
wrote a pun.
Yeah,
I'm
I wrote
disgusted,
like a shitty pun
That's
paragraph.
awful. No,
thing.
I agree with your friend. You suck.
Yeah, I know, I do suck. I do suck. But
Yeah.
I have been tagging. I did do it once.
Yeah.
And that's the sort of shit that you would get like caught. Oh, we did run from the cops that night as well.
Oh,
'cause
really?
He did this big piece on like the side of like this bike shed or some shit.
Yeah.
It looked really cool. It was gone in a week, the transient nature of graffiti art. And like, yeah, and then like we were walking back and he was staying behind to like pack up or fish off, and then he just came sprinting by us like, cops. So we all
Yeah.
like dived in the bush and hid, and there's like a little cop car just like went by. So
Did they have their lights on?
oh,
They probably just were they
they had torches.
Oh, they were
and
actually
there-
looking,
yeah, they didn't have like the full sirens on and everything.
Yeah, because
'cause
I also mentioned like there's people that go out looking like cop bait, like I know my rights. You know those
Oh.
guys?
yeah, it's
you know-
sovereign citizen types.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh
Alex reckoned that we should find some sovereign citizens, and
I don't want to talk to the sovereign citizens.
that's
That's
what I
F
reckon.
tier.
Yeah.
That's F tier because it's just so annoying. It's
Yeah, they
just
suck.
like they just absolutely suck. It's like, well, actually, because if you see on my birth certificate, it's in capital letters, and I spell my name with one capital at the beginning, and then the rest are lowercase letters, and then for my second name, there's one capital, and the rest are lowercase letters, and therefore I'm a different person to the one on my birth certificate. And it's just the fuck, dude. Just like it's called like block writing. Shut the fuck up. Like
Yeah.
shut the fuck up and like, put your headlights on at night. Like
Yeah.
and that's the sort of shit that would just I would just book them for community service immediately if they started doing that on me.
Oh no, I solitary confinement just so you don't have to listen to them talk.
True.
Can you imagine if like you think you got off lightly because you got community service, but then you have to do it with like a bunch of sovereign citizens? Like, well,
oh
actually,
my god, that would be hard. They'd be complaining the whole time that this is an injustice. This is injustice. You're detaining me without my consent. I repeat, you are detaining me without my consent. Therefore,
yeah,
I
dude,
can-
that's what
It's
that's
like,
what our
fuck
prison is.
off.
Yeah, this is what this is. You've caught on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to consent to jail time.
So at my work at the asbestos mine,
yeah.
there's a fuel pump, and
Ooh.
the idea of the fuel pump is you're supposed to fuel up your vehicle at the end of the day. And there's one fuel pump that it fuels up very quickly, but only up to 90%. There's a second fuel pump that fills up all the way to 100%, but very slowly.
Oh.
Now it's at the end of the day, Reese, and you pull up to the fuel pump, and you see there's 3 people behind you also waiting to use the fuel pump. Do you use the fast pump that goes up to 90%, or the slow pump that goes up to 100%?
I use the fast pump.
Well, what if I told you? What if I told you that
Am I not cut out for the asbestos mine?
you're not cut out? No, because unless you're standing there using that slow pump to get 100%. And holding up everyone behind you, you're not doing your job properly. Apparently, according to the big wigs over. Not even the big wigs.
Were you reprimanded at the asbestos mine?
No, I wasn't. I wasn't reprimanded. I'm a fast pump boy. I'm
Yeah.
out there. I'm in and out. But there was
Yeah.
like one of the trainees from last week who's like, now these conspiracy trainees, they're a lot of fun. I love the conspiracy trainees. This guy's just this other guy is a cunt.
Okay.
I'm just saying, this guy's a cunt. Like, all he does is, like, complain the entire time. He's like, this is fucked. This is fucked working conditions. This is so
You know,
unsafe.
I really
they should
hate-
at least give us a gas mask for this asbestos. So it's like, my brother, you can
bring one from home.
You
You're
can
making
leave
enough
anytime
money.
you want, you know. And he was out there like filling it up to 100%. And I told him after shift, it's like, hey, if there's people waiting behind you, can you please not use the slow pump? And he's like, nope, I'm doing the job right. I'm filling up my truck to 100%, and you should too. Like, this guy been there like 1 week telling me how I should do my job. And I'm just like,
no.
okay, bro. But then like another guy who like he used to be a truck driver and now he's been promoted. And he's like, oh no, all the trucks get filled up to 100%. That's how to do the job. And it's like, bro, first of
Wow.
all, you weren't there. If you were waiting behind this guy, you'd have a different opinion. Second of all, if you're so passionate about it, why don't you get back on the truck?
This
then?
is the truck pump drama then.
Yes, there's two sorts of people. So I've been going around work and asking the questions like, are you a fast pumper or a slow pumper? Yeah.
Okay,
it's
well,
not-
do
it's
I
not- the trolley
pass your
problem is
pers-
over.
do I pass
it's the
your-
fuel pump problem?
Do I pass your personal test then?
Yeah, you pass.
I was thinking because
you're
if
a
it's
fast
end
pump
of the
boy.
day, everyone wants to go
That's
home.
what I reckon. Yeah,
Like,
there's some people there.
thinking for the fellow man. Like if it was the middle of the work shift,
Yeah.
fuck it. You know,
Yeah,
I'm gonna wait there.
I'm gonna
you
use
know?
a slow pump. I'm with you,
Yeah,
Reese.
I'm on smoko.
Yeah, if it's like 10 a.m.
Yeah.
and there's a whole lot of work that needs to
So,
get done.
oh whoops! I guess I gotta
Yeah,
fill it up fully.
That's when I
Like,
become a slow pump boy.
Yeah.
But if it's
You take your
4:59,
time.
you bet your bottom dollar I'm a fast pumper.
We're getting out of there, boys. Getting out of the asbestos pits.
Yeah.
Pits, yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Well, there was something something important on something important I needed to tell you, Reese, about
Something important.
about the pumping. Where were we?
I don't know. I think we got very sidetracked by.
Yeah. No,
Oh,
so yeah, that's it. Like
Yeah.
these people that like want to stay back there like half an hour late to use the slow pump to fill their truck up 100%. It's like I don't understand
Why?
this attitude. They're like, oh yep, I'm a hard worker. I want to be the first one in, last one out.
They
and I'll
don't
stay
care
behind
about
to,
you.
to suck the boss's dick after the
They
shift.
do not care about you. Like
It's so cringe.
it really is.
And like one of these guys,
Ultimate
one of these
problem.
I call them like one of these tryhards. Like he indoctrinated like another trainee who also became a tryhard, and then like this trainee was telling me, he's like,
Being try hard for your boss is such like beta
he was like
energy.
telling me, he's like, oh yeah, like I stay late because like the bosses noticed, man. I was like, man, you've been here 2 days. Holy shit. Yeah,
Well, I
noticed-
don't think they can. They just wouldn't be able to keep it up. I would imagine that sort of energy. Eventually, they get the swing of it and realize, oh no, this actually sucks. Doing it like this way,
Yeah.
try to suck dick. I mean, I don't know. Like I feel that like if I was to go up there, then I would probably do one shift and be like, no. Can I just stay in my quarters or just send me home? Like, don't make me go back down there into the asbestos, please. It sucks.
just don't lick it. That's fine. It's
I don't
good.
think it's really what I'm cut out for. I'm more of a sort of
as long
artistry
as
type.
nobody talks to me and I just mind my own business, mind the asbestos, and I'm good. It's just as long as I
just you
have to
and the
deal with
asbestos.
idiots at the fuel pump,
Yeah.
then that's when my
Yeah.
day gets ruined.
These goddamn idiots. The
Yeah, this same
goddamn
guy,
fuel pumps.
like when I was training him this day,
Yeah.
and it was like 4:59, and like we decided we didn't want to do any more work, so we just went to wash the truck, which is a
Hang
fun
on,
thing
got
to
a
do.
little bit of
if you-
ASMR right here. Yeah.
It's a fun thing to do if you don't want to do any work. You just I'm washing the truck. you know?
Oh, of course.
Yeah. And after you finish washing the truck, apparently you got to hose down like the concrete pad that it's on. You got to hose down the wash bay to clean up.
Oh,
yeah.
that's the wash bay though.
Yeah, I know. It's fucking bullshit. But anyway, so it's like I was like, hey man, yeah, let's go. It's 4:59. Let's go. And he's like, no, I'm gonna hose down the wash bay. And I'm like, my brother, like it's gonna get dirty as soon as the next person rolls up to
Yeah.
wash their truck. Like you don't like. You
See,
can
if
pretend to hose
anything,
down the wash bay.
That's a
if
waste
the boss
of
is
water.
watching, but like don't actually try and do that. That's stupid. And we got back because we have to catch the bus to get back to camp. And it was like half an hour later, everybody else, including like some guys, like some senior guys have been there for like years, were like, where's this cunt gone, you know? I want to go home. And it's like, he's hosing down the wash bay. Why the fuck is he doing that? And I was like, I told him not to, but he just really wants to hose down the wash bay. And he comes back. The worst part is like, anytime this guy does something like this, he always looks so smug. He's like, yeah, I use the small pump. I hose down the wash bay. So proud of himself.
So he's not a friend of the pod.
Not a friend of a pod, no.
Fair.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of people who just like swear excessively for no reason.
This guy's like that as well. He's he just
Wait, the guy who is also the fucking goody two shoes, like
yeah he gets really
also
angry.
Swears.
Like yeah. So I was training him, and he just like I don't like because like shit breaks all the time, right? Like he'd be like, "Fuck this! Is this kind of a thing?" Like there's like a radio.
Dude, I'd be so happy if something broke, and I was like, "Oh well, I guess I just go wait
yeah,
for
I know,
mechanic
right?
to fix
Two
it."
types of people, hey. It's like I tried to explain to him, it's like, you know, this is not your truck. I mean, if it breaks, it's not your problem.
It doesn't matter. Yeah.
Yeah, like you get paid by the hour, my dude. There's like a radio on like the side of the truck, and that you use to communicate with people, but like it keep falling down because he didn't put it up properly, and he'd be like, "Fucking cunt!" and then try and put it up, and he'd miss because he's angry, and then it'll fall down again. It's like, "Fuck!" like all the time. It's fucking hilarious.
That
but like,
sucks, man.
yeah, dude, this guy's wild. And also a thing is like, I sort of made it a game because like anytime you talk to him about anything, he'll always have something negative to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, like literally anything. It's
So
actually
you try and like get the most positive.
yeah, I'll be
thing.
like, hey man, like, you know, it's a nice day today. Nah, shit's fucked. It's better back in Perth. It's like, okay. We're like, oh, the food's pretty good. Nah, it tastes like shit.
Well, he's only been there like 2 days.
Yeah.
So is he just like that all the time?
I reckon he is. Like, the first day he showed up, he was like sitting by himself at dinner, so I went to go say hi to introduce myself. And he was like, oh yeah, my life's pretty bad. I don't have any friends. And I'm like, oh, that's all right. Like you'll make friends here. Like,
I
you'll meet
wonder
people.
why he has no friends.
But then
He's just
2
like
weeks
that
later,
all
I
the
understand
time.
why this guy has no friends. Another thing he does is like, so he acts like he knows everything. Like there'll be like someone, like a senior member of staff who's like been there for like 10 years talking about like how they do their job right to someone else who's been there 10 years. And he'll interject like, oh yeah, that's a good way to do it, but I'll do it this way. And it's like, who the fuck are you? No one's like told him yet, but like I can all see like they're just looking at him funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's
David had to deal with him for 12 hours a day in the back of a truck. So
so you get the full exposure to him.
yeah, I got the full exposure to him.
Oh,
Also,
no.
like
I just can't imagine people like that just around the town. You know,
yeah,
like excluding people who are just like literally just like, you know, crazy, just yelling at pigeons on the side of the street. You know, I just can't imagine that guy like, you know, ordering food at a restaurant. You know, like,
it'd be Darren mode. That's it.
Yeah,
He'd be one of these guys that wants to talk to the manager, and then he'd explain to the manager how the manager should actually do his job.
Well, fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy. Yeah. Well, like, you'd be surprised how, like, except for this guy, like, how nice and reasonable everyone is. Like, you'd assume that everyone's going to be, like, real rough as guts bogans and all that. Some of yeah, they kind of are, but, like, a thing that I noticed after I got there for the first time is that, like, you deal with the same people, like, all day, every day, like, for 14 days in a row, and you're working all day, and then, like, you have dinner, like, breakfast and dinner together, you go to the pub together, like, it's just those are the only people there. So if you're an asshole, like, you're not going to fit in, you're not going to last long, you won't be there for long because, like, you know, no one's going to...
Like, people can't force you to quit or anything. You
No,
can just
but
be an
just-
asshole but blissfully ignorant of it and
But
just
like, as
stay
in, like,
there
you
being
wouldn't
an
be
arsehole.
you wouldn't be the one, you wouldn't be fitting in. Like, you just hate it and you'd quit and move on because, like, if you're going to stick around, it's
Yeah,
going to
but
be because
if that sort of person hates everything anyway, then he'll just be like, oh, fucking got no friends at work either now. Fuck this. I just gonna have to be a fucking extra cunt to everyone else.
Yeah, that's
Like,
what I reckon. Like, I know,
He'll
but then
just
even
tough
those
it
people,
out.
they'd get fired sooner or later because, like, it's also like the bosses are they're also they sleep at the same camp, they're on the same bus to and from work, they eat at the same place, they like
Okay.
have drinks at the same place. So if the bosses get sick of you, you'll be gone.
They'll just work out a way. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, your
Your
radio
position is no
keeps-
longer available.
Yeah. So your radio keeps falling down. So you have to. So we can't.
Oh, I saw
keep
you using
on.
the slow pump.
Yeah. We don't use that round here.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's what I reckon is like because like I am willing to admit I'm a complete fuckwit. I have no idea how anything works, and I'm also lazy as shit. But like, even someone as dumb, stupid, and lazy as me, like, gets like the bare minimum of respect from my work employees. You know what I mean? Like, they'll like pretend to be nice to me all day, then they'll pretend to be nice to me at like breakfast and dinner, and even at the pub. So that's what I mean. It's like you're not going to get bullied or yelled at or anything like that. Like, people will, at the very least, pretend to be nice to you.
Yeah, fair.
Which is all you can ask for from your workmates, to be honest.
Well, when the Patreon launches, and we're going to kick this podcast into the next level, going to go intergalactic, then we're definitely going to. Yeah, our Patreon. Oh shit, we're sponsored.
What are we definitely gonna do, Reese?
Oh, we're gonna launch our Patreon. We're gonna get maybe a Patreon, or maybe an OnlyFans.
Yeah, an OnlyFans.
I think an OnlyFans would be funnier.
So we'll just we'll like film the podcast naked. It will like, so if you're like listening for free on YouTube, you don't get to see that, but our OnlyFans subscribers will get to see us completely naked filming the pod.
Yeah, it's just exactly the same thing, except we're naked. Yeah, we're just naked.
Yeah.
And like, I can read my erotica like crypto bro stories.
Yeah, crypto bro erotica story.
I think it would just be a funny thing. And also we can't get, because I found out we got a strike on our channel.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
Oh, what for?
When I logged in the other day, we got a strike. Apparently, we gave improper health advice.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
During our that time that we were, remember when Ukraine was invaded?
Yeah.
Do you remember that time?
That's all the time, Reese.
Yeah. Yeah, well, when we're like live on the front lines, apparently when we're getting bombed and shelled and stuff, we gave some improper health advice.
Yeah, classic YouTube. Oh, well, who cares?
Who cares? But
who cares?
We need to be more careful in future. We can't.
That was over a year ago. Whatever, just repeal it. Like, I mean, like, how long does that shit stay on your record for? Did you even press the appeal button?
I didn't know there was one.
Nah, I'll do it. We'll get it done. Like,
okay.
I mean,
I don't really want to know if we want them to like have more attention put on us.
Oh, like they did cancel us for episode 99.
Yeah,
like,
exactly after episode 99.
Yeah.
But episode 99, I'm saying we could put that on OnlyFans.
Yeah, OnlyFans would accept us.
OnlyFans would accept us.
Yeah.
So we might set up an OnlyFans for ourselves. For everyone who's over on here from TikTok, hello.
Yeah. Hello.
This is
go outside, touch grass, talk to a woman.
That's sound advice. That's sound advice. But I do think that
even if you're bad at talking to women, just like, I mean, give it a go. What's the worst that could happen?
Maybe some people shouldn't just shouldn't talk.
So maybe some people should just stay inside and watch TikTok all day.
Yeah, honestly.
Maybe some of them are too far gone.
Honestly, yeah, that's fair. Just stay for that. If it's working out for you,
yeah, just go to the retirement home and play VR.
Hey.
Listen to podcasts.
Well, I think that certainly we can promote more on TikTok. I've been loving our TikTok stuff. For our podcast listeners, we do have a TikTok as well.
Yes.
Which is what is it?
It's Your Boy Alaska Comedy.
And there's a little @ in front of that.
Oh, I mean, they all have @signs.
All right, that one.
Your Boy Alaska Comedy. Also, depending on what time this episode gets released, there may or may not be a new mixtape out. I Will Not Eat the Bugs 2. Coming to Spotify.
Number 2.
That's Your Boy Alaska. I Will Not Eat the Bugs 2.
I do actually listen to your music, like, in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, you haven't made it onto all of my playlists, but you are on some.
Just say, yeah, I've listened to your music. Didn't make the cut.
well, no, you're not on my sex playlist. Let's put it like that.
Dude, I could. I mean, like, so you don't want the.
I don't want the sultry tones
of
your boy.
Podcast with our dodgy health advice. What did we even say? Like,
I don't know.
First of all, if you're taking health advice from this podcast,
don't.
You did it to yourself.
Don't.
Yeah, they're gonna be like. He encouraged them to rub asbestos in his mouth and eyes.
Yeah, no, we don't do that. I think I don't know. It's probably like an AI thing. It's probably or like someone trolling us.
Maybe. Was that the episode that was called COVID Cucks? Maybe it's because they had COVID in the title.
Might be that one.
Yeah.
Might be that one.
Who cares?
Yeah, I just want to say people.
We could sort of explain to YouTube that it was a joke, and then I think they'll like, oh, it's just a joke. It's just a bit.
Yeah,
just a bit.
I think they'll buy that. I think they'll like that. But yeah. So this is not health advice.
This is not health advice.
This is not health advice. Yeah, don't jerk off with asbestos
unless you really want to. And that's the end of the show.
No, YouTube, you didn't hear that one. You didn't hear that. No.
Oh, they're already doing it, Reese. You can't stop these things.
Stop.
They're all over it.
Oh, ew. disgust me. Bye.